Cryptons, and welcome to another edition of PurpleCrypto's technical analysis. In this update, we'll be looking at how Dogecoin has travelled since our last update in July this year. Before we begin, smash the thumbs up button if you'd like to see more videos like this, and remember to hit the subscribe button to follow our updates. The information contained in this video is for educational and/or entertainment purposes only. Nothing in this video is to be construed as legal, investment, or trading advice. In our last update, we covered Dogecoin's support and resistance levels, with resistance being right about the 0.2 to 0.3 mark, and potential for support being at the 0.009 level if it got down that far. We talked about how it had broken down the Ichimoku on the daily and there was room for loads of movement on the MACD, and it being below the 50% mark on the RSI. Fast forwarding to November 2021, we can see that Doge from July did try to break up the Ichimoku cloud and failed miserably when it hit that previously marked resistance line. Came back down below the Ichimoku on the daily again, tried again, made a lower high, and now it's coming back down below the Ichimoku. You can see that it's starting to form another solid resistance line at the 0.27 level here. If it does try to break up again, it's going to have to break that level now. So what we can say is this resistance level has moved down a little bit to the 0.27 mark. Looking at the daily MACD, not quite sure how this is going to go because it looks like it's getting larger and larger and larger, and what I would expect on the daily for it to head up would be for it to do the opposite, to get smaller and smaller and smaller. So I'm thinking there might be a little bit more for either a movement down or either a sideways movement here. On the RSI, it's coming back down below the 50 mark. If we have a look at the 3-day chart, it's still hanging around below, down below the Ichimoku. The RSI not looking great. I mean, oftentimes it can just shoot back up. But as I said, the resistance level has moved down now, so it's going to have to break above that on the daily. And on the weekly chart, it still looks like it's downtrending. Now the MACD looks a little bit more positive on the weekly chart, so you can see it is getting smaller. Like, this is what I would want to see if I was going to set up a play. But having said that, that would have to reflect just as well on the daily chart before I would be interested in Doge. And this level here, so we moved the resistance line to 0.27, but then there's also this level here. Let's do a clone of this at the what level is this at? Roughly 0.4 level, which again is quite a stiff level that it would have to break up. So even if on the short term it tried to go up again, that would be quite a difficult one to do. RSI on the weekly isn't looking too bad at the moment. It's hanging around the 50 mark, so it would be just a matter of seeing what happens. Let's have a look at the 2-weekly chart. Yeah, not really doing much. It hasn't broken down the Ichimoku yet. It's kind of, at the moment it's actually looking quite strong as long as it remains at this level. If it breaks down sort of the 0.2 level and starts coming down, that's not going to be a good sign. And potentially there's 2 support levels, one which is at the 0.47 mark, and around about there. Sorry, 0.045. And then the one that I talked about at the last analysis, 0.009. That's it's not impossible, but I would imagine that if it was going to go down there, it would kind of land around here first. Looking at the monthly chart, a couple of months ago it looked pretty positive, but now it looks like it's, I'm not saying it couldn't go up some more, it could. The RSI is still about above the 50 mark. and this stochastic is kind of looking like it doesn't know what it wants to do. So I would be keeping my eye out on Doge for around the next couple of weeks just to see how it goes. Of interest though, the reason I mentioned this low level here, 0.009, we're looking at the Bittrex chart at the moment, but if we swap to hit BTC, you'll actually see it's gone much lower. Currently it's sitting at 0.06. It's gone much lower and it's heading towards that support, that first support line. And so, I mean, not that I say to anyone to use the hit BTC exchange, but I do like comparing one exchange to another just to see what's happening, as oftentimes it can be quite different. And so yeah, that was interesting to note, and it's also got that same stiff level at about the 0.2 to 3 level. And that's it for today. If you do have any ideas on what videos you'd like to see, please feel free to comment below. I would like to do these videos more regularly, preferably with different coins. So if you've got a coin that you really like an analysis on, shout out and let me know. Or if you'd like a different type of video, please let me know as well. Have a great day. And I look forward to talking to you again next time. Bye now.